All right, welcome back to WMMA Now with your host Chuck Stevenson, coming at you with another title fight announcement, this time out of Legacy Fighting Alliance. So LFA has booked a fight for the vacant strawweight title that's going to go down at LFA 105 on Friday, April 23rd in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Should be airing live on UFC Fight Pass. It's going to be between Pierangela Rodriguez and Svetlana Gotsyk. Now this fight honestly has me scratching my head a little bit because both fighters, near as I can tell, are complete newcomers to LFA, and LFA is bringing in two complete newcomers to fight for the vacant strawweight title rather than having some regulars fight for their title. Anyway, we'll talk more on that in a second. Let's get into the stats here. Rodriguez coming in at 5-0. Gotsyk, way more experienced, coming in at 13-4. Now Rodriguez is actually the older fighter at 28 to Gotsyk's 24, so Gotsyk has been putting in a lot of fights in a estimated shorter amount of time there. Now Rodriguez stands 5 feet 3 inch, 161 centimeters tall, so slightly taller than Gotsyk at 5 feet 2 inch, 157 centimeters tall. No reach available for either fighter. So like I said a minute ago, these two coming in, it's a bit of a head scratcher. For one thing, it's almost weird to see an LFA strawweight title bout that doesn't have Vanessa Demopoulos in it, because she's been in all of their recent strawweight title fights recently. Most recently, she lost it to Lupi Godinez, who just made her UFC debut, and then bounced back with a win over Cynthia Arcio a little bit ago. So it's weird to not see to not see Demopoulos in an LFA strawweight title bout. Also figured, they would try to give Loveth Young a title fight. She has a very vocal fan base, and you know what? It's for darn good reason, because let's be honest, Loveth Young knocks girls out. She has 2 finishes by strikes in her last 2 fights. So yeah, interesting to see neither of those two in this bout. Anyway, let's talk about Rodriguez versus Gotsyk. So Gotsyk, she's been around. She's fought in China. She's fought in Russia. She's fought in the Ukraine, her home country. She's fought everywhere. One thing I noticed, a lot of finishes by armbar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 wins by armbar that I can see on her Tapology record. And, I saw someone say she looks a lot like Ronda. Well, she also armbars a lot like Ronda, too. So that's an interesting comparison there for Gotsyk. And she's been all over, and she's fought a variety of fighters, too. She even has, she's one of Weili Zhan's former opponents, losing a second round TKO to Zhan back in 2016. So that was a little bit ago. Rodriguez, on the other hand, she's had all of her fights in the last going on 4 years. Looks like mostly fighting in South America, Spain, mostly Latin American speaking countries. She's either from Venezuela or Panama. I've seen her listed as in 2 different places depending on the website you look at. Most recently, she's coming off a win last year in January 31st of 2020, beating Kayla Rocco by unanimous decision at UCC 48 in Panama City, Panama. So, early instinct here, you got to go with Gotsyk. One, I don't know anything about Rodriguez, so I'm more familiar with Gotsyk. I've seen a couple of her fights. But also, Gotsyk has way more experience, way more ring experience, larger variety of wins. Rodriguez is either a TKO or a decision, whereas Gotsyk has wins, a lot of them by submission, a couple by TKO, some decisions. So it seems like she has more ways to win, more experience, has been around, has been in there with different levels of opponents. Whereas Rodriguez, you look at her opponents, Her most experienced opponent was 3-1 at the time. Rodriguez was 1-0. So, but that was her only real step-up fight at that point. I mean, her most recent fight was against, like I said, Kayla Rocco. Rocco was coming in at 1-0. Rodriguez was 4-0. So Rodriguez just does not have, the experience factor in her favor. So combining that with Gotsyk seemingly having more ways to win the fight, I got to go with Gotsyk to win this one. So we'll see. Anyway, it's this coming Friday. It was a late announcement. I think I only saw this on Friday or yesterday. It's Sunday at this time of this recording. So we'll have to see. But I got to go with Gotsyk to win this one. We'll have to see, though. I think it'll be an interesting fight. And like I said, it's interesting that the LFA brought in 2 complete newcomers to the promotion to fight for the strawweight title pop. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Let me know if you're familiar with either of the two. Like the video, please, if you like it. And go ahead and share it as well. It helps the channel grow. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to WMMA Scene Now, the most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.